For Energy and Decarbonisation.
Mr Speaker, I thank the member for Swan Hills for the grievance this morning and appreciate the member's continued advocacy on this matter on behalf of her constituents. And I know that the member has advocated strongly for the Bullsbrook community during and following the recent outages. Some of these outages have been long in duration and occurred in very difficult circumstances and conditions, and I do recognise and acknowledge the frustration and inconvenience that this has caused. I want to extend my appreciation to Western Power and the local member for their ongoing and close engagement with the community on this issue. Like the member, residents have written to me about the impact of the recent outages that it's had on them and their families, and many have expressed concern for loved ones and those in the wider community more vulnerable to the heat, including elderly and young children. I've also heard from the families that lost food during the outages and can appreciate the financial impact that this has had. I want to thank the residents affected for their patience and understanding while Western Power worked through to restore power supply. We can assure the community that when the power goes out, Western Power crews work as quickly and safely as possible to restore power. The recent outages in Bullsbrook were no different, and I do want to thank the crews of Western Power for their efforts during what were some very difficult and harsh conditions. Bullsbrook is a particularly unique area in our network. The power lines that supply the community run through very heavily vegetated areas. That means it's more exposed to third-party impacts. Animals and vegetation can interact and disturb the network, often more so in hot and windy weather, and are common causes for the outages in Bullsbrook. Vegetation management, bushfire mitigation and work adjusting the network settings for optimal operations are all a key focus for Western Power ahead of every summer period. Every year they undertake a $1 billion program of maintenance to strengthen the network and improve resilience. I do want to reassure the member and her community that Western Power has dedicated teams working on potential solutions to improve network resilience, specifically in the Bullsbrook area. Western Power has also undertaken and will continue to deliver targeted maintenance and reliability works in Bullsbrook. This includes a detailed incident and settings review, pole and insulator replacements and upgrades to how the network is managed, all to reduce outage frequency and duration in the area. To assist through the recent periods of hot weather, several generators were deployed to the area to provide backup power to key infrastructure and essential services. Unfortunately, high temperatures and extreme heat, the cause of significant frustration for residents without power, is often the reason for delayed restoration. During periods of extreme heat, Western Power monitors the fire danger index, and there is a risk that reconnecting the power could actually start a bushfire, and Western Power has to take extreme precautions. This approach ensures the safety of crews, the environment and the community, but it does mean that power can take longer to be restored, unfortunately. As the member for Swan Hills is aware, it was the government that increased the extended outage payment scheme. Originally introduced as an $80 payment in 2005, our government later increased it by 50% in 2022. The extended outage payment scheme serves as an acknowledgement for the inconvenience caused by outages lasting 12 hours or more. This is a payment that was introduced by and only ever increased by the Labor government, and we're ensuring the extended outage payment scheme continues to deliver the targeted support for those impacted by power outages now and into the longer term. We do this because we've kept Western Power in public hands, where it belongs. Public ownership also ensures that Western Power remains focused on improving network performance and resilience, and I'm pleased to advise the member for Swan Hills that several network upgrades are now underway and planned for Bullsbrook. This includes replacing parts of the network, installing additional equipment and completing further pole replacement and reinforcements. And I want to emphasise to the people of Bullsbrook and WA that Western Power is constantly working to make its network more resilient and respond swiftly and safely to outages. And once again, I thank the member for Swan Hills for her work in advocating for her community, for raising this grievance, and I look forward to working with her while Western Power makes the necessary improvements to the network in Bullsbrook.
Thank you, Minister.